Bookscape Audio's It Didn't Start With You full summary. Mark Wolynn's It Didn't Start With You explores the concept of inherited trauma, how unresolved emotional wounds from previous generations can shape our fears, behaviors, and even physical health. Drawing from neuroscience, epigenetics, and psychology, Wolynn explains how trauma is often passed down through generations, even if we are not consciously aware of it. The book explores the following concepts. The first concept is inherited trauma and epigenetics. This concept explores the difference between trauma and DNA. It tells us how trauma isn't just psychological, that it can alter gene expression. While DNA remains the same, environmental factors like stress, war, and emotional pain can change how genes function, leading to inherited predispositions for anxiety, depression, and chronic illness. He says that studies on Holocaust survivors, children of war veterans, and families of abuse survivors show that trauma leaves biological markers that affect future generations. The second concept is core language approach. Wolynn introduces the core language approach, a method for uncovering hidden trauma passed down from ancestors. This involves analyzing recurring phrases, fears, and emotional triggers in our daily lives. Often, the things we say like "I always feel abandoned" or "I don't belong" can be clues to unresolved family pain. The third concept is the 4 unconscious trauma themes. He claims that many inherited traumas fall into these 4 categories. Number 1 is early death or tragic loss. For example, if an ancestor died young or unexpectedly, later generations may develop irrational fears of loss or separation anxiety. Number 2 is exclusion and rejection. For example, if a family member was disowned, estranged, or shamed, future generations may struggle with feelings of loneliness or not belonging. Number 3 is breaks in the bond with parents. For example, if a parent or grandparent experience neglect, war, or abandonment, it can create attachment issues that pass down. Number 4 is war, famine, or extreme hardship. For example, if past generations endured severe hardship, their descendants may develop scarcity mindsets, irrational fears, or high stress levels even in safe environments. Wolynn offers several exercises to help identify and heal inherited trauma. 1. The core sentence exercise. Write down a fear or negative belief you struggle with. Example, "I'm not safe." Reflect on whether this belief comes from your own life or if it feels like something you've always carried without knowing why. Trace it back. Was there an event in your family history that could have planted this fear? Reframe it with a healing statement, such as "I am safe now. The past does not define me." 2. The family tree exercise. Draw a family tree, marking major events like deaths, illnesses, losses, or separations. Look for patterns. Did multiple family members experience similar traumas? Acknowledge these patterns and recognize that they may have unconsciously influenced your struggles. 3. Visualization and dialogue exercise. Close your eyes and imagine sitting with the ancestor who may have passed down the trauma. Picture them telling their story. Acknowledge their pain and let them know you see them. Visualize yourself giving back the burden they carried, affirming that it does not belong to you. 4. Letter writing exercise. Write a letter to the ancestor or family member connected to the trauma. Express your feelings and acknowledge their experience. Release any guilt, sadness, or burdens you've been carrying for them. 5. Creating new rituals. If an ancestor experienced loss or trauma, create a simple ritual to honor and release the pain, lighting a candle, planting a tree, saying a prayer. This helps symbolically break the cycle and bring closure. Final thoughts. It Didn't Start With You shifts our understanding of mental health from an individual issue to a generational one. Many struggles aren't just personal, they're inherited. By identifying and addressing these hidden traumas, we can heal ourselves and stop passing pain down to future generations. The book provides a roadmap for recognizing generational patterns, processing unresolved emotions, and freeing ourselves from inherited pain. Thank you for listening. Please like and subscribe for more audiobooks.